In a dimly lit room, Jehun mutters to himself, 1 billion, if only I had that kind of money. Scattered books lie chaotically across his desk, reflecting his troubled state of mind. A fleeting thought crosses his mind. I could just run away. The next morning, news outlets flood with headlines about Congressman Kim Young-gu, a trusted public figure running for his third term. Reports also highlight the life of his son, Kim Jehun, a top student at the prestigious Manhwa High School. Articles praise Jehun as a model son, worthy of his father's reputation, accompanied by a staged photo of Young-gu proudly placing a hand on his son's shoulder. Jehun, however, is far from the perfect image portrayed. As he stares at his phone, a bully suddenly slings an arm around his shoulder, whispering, "Jehun, you're amazing." The bully, a girl, leans in close and says, "Let's step outside for a chat." Other students watch with envy and confusion, murmuring, "How can the daughter of a council member be so close to him?" Outside, the bully's tone shifts. "Jehun, don't be like that," she whines, demanding he lend her money. Embarrassed, Jehun replies, "I already lent you 300,000 last week. I can't keep doing this." The bully grabs his collar threateningly, sneering, "Should I report you to the police for running that illegal website?" Jehun protests, "I never said I'd use it for anything illegal." Unfazed, she retorts, "Doesn't matter. You're still an accomplice." Trembling, she adds, "Let's turn ourselves in then. See who comes out worse." The news headline about his father's campaign flashes in Jehun's mind, amplifying his anxiety. Later, Jehun stands nervously before a door, his hand trembling as he reaches for the handle. He collapses to the floor, cursing, "Damn it!" A blinding light suddenly hits his face, and Kim Young-gu, his father, appears, glaring coldly. "Why are you just standing there? Got something to say?" Young-gu's voice hardens as he reminds Jehun of the upcoming election. "If you can't help, at least don't ruin my reputation." Jehun tries to speak, but his throat tightens. Young-gu snaps, "Why aren't you answering?" Clutching his bag strap, Jehun forces a smile and says, "Don't worry, Dad. I won't let you down." Young-gu's expression darkens. "Let me down? I don't know if there's anything left to be disappointed about." He warns sternly, "Just live as I tell you. That's your life." Jehun rushes to his room, panting heavily, his inner voice screaming in frustration. "What am I supposed to do? Why does the world treat me like this?" Feeling a strange touch, he jerks his arm away in panic, only to see a small, adorable cat staring at him affectionately. "Dudu," Jehun chokes out. "Are you worried about me?" The cat leaps into his arms, and he struggles playfully, saying, "Dudu, stop, it's too much." Holding the mischievous cat, Jehun's expression softens. "Dudu, you're the only one by my side." His computer screen flickers on, drawing his attention. Jehun has conquered 99 levels of an online defense game, but remains stuck at the final 100th level. Game over flashes repeatedly, fueling his frustration. "Why can't I win?" he growls, having replayed the level countless times. In another scene, a streamer rages, "This damn game. Don't play it." Despite its popularity, no one has unlocked the 100th level since the game's release a year ago. Jehun, however, refuses to give up. The game is his and Duda's only hope to escape their hellish reality. His prized item, the heart of Rizzle Drake, fully enhanced, is the strongest in the game, yet even it isn't enough to clear the final level. As despair creeps in, Dudu accidentally steps on the screen, triggering a notification. Heart of Rizzle Drake successfully removed. Plus 1,000 enhancement fragments. Jehun stares in shock, muttering, "All my hard work." But then a new message appears, Sacred Dragon Soul acquired. Stunned, Jehun realizes this could be the key to victory. Without hesitation, he selects replay. Days pass as he obsessively plays, even during class, at home, or while walking the streets. Finally, the system announces, level 99 completed. Heart of Rizzle Drake removed. Plus 1,000 enhancement fragments. Sacred Dragon Soul acquired. With newfound determination, Jehun starts the 100th level. His fingers tap furiously, his heart pleading, "Please, please." A spark of hope surges within him. "I'll win this time." The system declares victory. Jehun screams in triumph, "I did it!" His celebration is cut short as Young-gu bursts into the room, demanding, "What did you win?" Jehun hides his phone, but Young-gu's voice turns icy. "I got a call from your so-called friends. They're using your mistakes to blackmail me." Jehun stammers, "I didn't know it would turn out like this." Young-gu's tone grows menacing. "I told you not to embarrass me." As Yunga raises a golf club, Jehun begs, "Dad, I'm sorry. I won't do it again." But Yunga swings, shattering Jehun's tablet. Glass shards fall as Jehun sobs internally. "I'm so weak. I can't defy him. I'm useless to this family." Later, Jehun wakes in a daze and asks, "Dad, where's Dudu?" Yungu replies coldly, "You don't need that cat anymore." Panic rises in Jehun. "What?" Yunga's eyes turn steely. "What's with that look?" Jehun snaps, "Where's Dudu?" Yunga's voice cuts like a blade. "Don't worry. It's with your mother now." Jehun's face twists in horror. Yunga steps closer, patting his cheek. "Just live as I say, and you'll have wealth, fame, anything you want. Don't disappoint me again." As Yunga's words echo, Jehun's hatred boils over. A blood-stained golf club lies on the floor, and a system message appears. "Congratulations, you are the first player to complete Knight's defense." Jehun doesn't smile. He mutters bitterly, "It's too late. Duda's gone. There's no reason to run or endure anymore." As he prepares to give up, a voice from the screen calls out, "Come to our world." A bolt of lightning strikes, and Jehun is transported to an unfamiliar realm. A pillar of light descends, and soldiers shout, "He's here. Our savior." The crowd cheers. The legendary knight has arrived. Jehun, confused, notices his emotions stabilizing. A man clears his throat and asks, "Are you the legendary knight who will protect our kingdom?" Jehun stands frozen, memories flashing through his mind. The man introduces himself. "I am Bis Jordia III, the young king of Jordia. Our kingdom is in peril. Monsters ravage our lands, and we struggle to repel them." A servant rushes in shouting, "Your Majesty, we're in grave danger." Jehun realizes the setting mirrors the knight's defense game. Bis turns to him, urgency in his voice. "I order you to end this crisis. Become the commander of the royal knights and protect our kingdom." The system prompts, "Will you accept the king's command?" "Accept/decline." Jehun rises slowly, muttering, "I don't know if this is a dream or reality, but listen closely." He lowers his head, whispering, 1 billion. Memories of Duda flood his mind as he continues. "It doesn't matter anymore." The crowd murmurs in confusion. 1 billion? He seems weak for a legendary knight. Bis responds cautiously, "I don't understand 1 billion. But if you lead the royal knights and protect our people, I'll grant you anything you desire." Jehun's eyes widen. "Anything?" Bis nods firmly. "Follow my orders, and you'll have wealth and glory." Yunga's face flashes in Jehun's mind. He screams, "I won't do it." Bis is taken aback as Jehun rants. "Everywhere I go, I'm just the congressman's son. Everyone uses me. Even here, you want me to be your slave." The crowd gasps. Jehun shouts, "I don't need your wealth or fame." Pointing at the crowd, he declares, "All of you can go to hell." He slams the decline button. The servant stammers, "Legendary knight, you can't do this." The system glitches, announcing, "Knight's defense. The player has failed to protect the kingdom from monsters." A new prompt appears. "You have rejected the human faction. A new path has been unlocked, monster faction." Jehun mutters, "A hidden path?" The monster faction. In the game, the monster faction represents the invaders. Bis's face darkens, and he roars, "Hear me, my people. He is no longer our legendary knight. He is our enemy, a traitor who endangers our kingdom." Soldiers surround Jehun, swords drawn, shouting, "Die!" Jehun grits his teeth, raging, "I've had enough." The system lights up, faction selection successful. You will transcend human limits and become the enemy of humanity. Monsters will obey you, and your rage will terrify them. You can understand their language. Objective: destroy the human faction. The system announces. First stage begins in 10 minutes. Jehun's journey as the leader of the monster faction begins. The ultimate goal of the monster faction is to destroy the human faction. The reward for achieving this objective is the ability to choose one item from this world and return to reality. Jehun's eyes light up with a glimmer of hope. A memory flashes in his mind. His mother, smiling kindly, says, "It's adorable, but I can't take it with me. Can you be its friend, my son?" Jehun snaps back to the present, realizing, "I could go back to that time." The knights surrounding him freeze, bewildered by a sudden explosion. "What was that?" they murmur, sensing a terrifying energy emanating from Jehun. King Bis Jordia III is equally stunned. "That's no ordinary monster. Can it even be called a monster?" The energy radiating from Jehun is unlike anything he's ever seen. The game's original mechanics didn't include faction switching, But despite Jehun's choice to join the monster faction, the core progression seems unchanged. The system screen lights up with a new main quest. The monster's oath: break through the human defenses and attack their forces. Reward: random item pool. Jehun lifts his head confidently. This is it, the main quest. He analyzes the situation, calculating internally. The quest's content has shifted, but the game's structure remains familiar. He deduces that the next event should be the appearance of a random S-rank knight summon card. As the thought crosses his mind, he looks down to see a glowing egg. Normally, players receive an S-rank knight at the start, but as a member of the monster faction, Jehun receives an S-rank monster egg instead. The system confirms, you have accepted. A shockwave ripples through the knights, and in the swirling smoke, a wing emerges. The knights stare in horror, shouting, "Something's been summoned." Jehun, equally shocked, recognizes the creature. "I know that name. Did the system give it to me already?" It's Rizzle Drake, the blood-cold dragon boss from level 99, the strongest monster in the game. If summoned in the heart of the kingdom, it could annihilate the human faction in an instant. The towering dragon shrinks into a tiny, adorable creature. Jehun blinks in disbelief. This is Rizzle Drake? It's only level 1, so it's just a baby. Hesitantly, he touches it, and Rizzle Drake playfully licks his finger. Caught off guard, Jehun freezes as the system announces, "You can use the Lord's Eyes." He stares at the screen. A passive skill, Lord's Eyes? The skill allows him to view the stats of monsters and items. Meanwhile, the knights regain their composure, shouting, "Don't panic. It's just a baby dragon." One of them roars, "Charge." Jehun's eyes narrow warily. Dream or not, I've set my goal. Activating Lord's Eyes, he glances at Rizzle Drake, muttering, "You're all I've got." The system reveals, Sacred Dragon Breath, level 1, unlocked ability. Without hesitation, Jehun shouts, "Rizzle Drake now." The knights charge, gripping their swords with frenzied determination. Jehun's voice trembles as he commands, "Sacred Dragon Breath." Rizzle Drake releases a small red orb that grows rapidly, hurtling toward a knight. The orb strikes, blasting the knight backward in a trail of blood. The scene is horrifying. From the castle's peak, a figure soars into the sky, and a floating boulder crashes down. Jehun, still dazed, faces a massive crater where the palace wall once stood. A knight mutters in terror. One hit destroyed the wall? The crowd panics, screaming, "What kind of monster did he summon?" Jehun lets out a quiet laugh. "This is easier than I thought. If he can seize the palace, victory is within reach." The system confirms, you may return to the real world with one item from this world. Jehun hesitates, doubting the system's promise. Knight's Defense offers countless items, including one that could fulfill his deepest desire. But there's no rush to return yet. For now, he focuses on the mission. Amid the chaos, Jehun's voice rings out, vibrant yet commanding. "To the human faction, I will wipe you out to claim my reward." Outside the castle, smoke engulfs the area. A knight named Lal peers cautiously into the distance, muttering, "What's happening at the royal palace?" Another knight's voice trembles, "Just a bit longer." Eris, a royal knight, sprints forward, shouting, "Hold on, your majesty." Jehun quietly commands, "Rizzle Drake, do it again." A servant frantically orders, "Shields up. Protect his majesty, double, no triple layers." Jehun's voice cuts through, chilling the knights. "No shield can stop me. I'll tear through the palace walls." His gaze locks onto Biss, declaring, "You're my target." Biss's face pales as Eris arrives, shouting, "Your Majesty, I'm here." A servant orders the knights to protect the king. Jehun's eyes narrow, focusing on Biss. He commands, "Rizzle Drake, fire." As the dragon opens its mouth, Eris calls out, "Your Majesty." Smiling with relief, he adds, "You're safe." The servant scratches his head, confused. Why did it stop? Jehun's heart sinks. "Don't tell me. Like knights, monsters consume mana for skills." Realizing Rizzle Drake's ability is on cooldown, he swings his arm forward, ordering a basic attack. The dragon spits a tiny flame that fizzles out. Jehun bites his lip, cursing. "Damn it, I knew it. I have to wait for the cooldown." Eris steps closer, sneering. "So it's you, the arrogant fool threatening his majesty." Jehun freezes, recognizing Eris as one of the 12 S-rank Zodiac Knights from Knight's Defense. The knights cheer. Eris, the strongest royal knight. Eris glances at Biss. "Your Majesty, are you unharmed?" Biss roars, "War is upon us. Eliminate the intruder." Eris slams his azure blade into the ground, issuing a command. Jehun swallows hard, stepping back instinctively. An S-rank knight already? What do I do? Eris, known for his devastating area of effect skills, charges with blazing speed, shouting, "Burn in sacred flames." He unleashes Firewall, a wave of scorching heat surging toward Jehun. An explosion erupts and screams fill the air. My arm! My body! Knights writhe in the flames, crying, "It's too hot! Save us!" Jehun, having dodged by instinct, collapses in fear. He scans the chaos, realizing Eris doesn't care about collateral damage. Anger flares within him. Eris reappears, taunting, "Dodging like a cowardly rat? I'll burn a perfect hole through your heart." Jehun glares back, thinking, acting noble? Your firewall is on cooldown too. He steadies himself, realizing there's still a chance. Eris draws his sword, warning, "Don't move or it'll hurt more." Jehun, desperate, thinks there has to be a way. "I didn't come here to die." The system chimes. Main quest reward available. Random item pool. Claim now. Accept/decline. Determined not to fail, Jehun shouts, "Give it to me." As Eris's sword descends, a glowing box appears, pushing him back. Eris stammers, "A summoning spell?" The box opens, blinding light spilling out. Jehun stares at the object inside, a sword. What is this? The system immediately delivers a notification. Lord's Eyes activated. The sword is named Hellbringer, a magical weapon of immense destructive power, incapable of being enhanced with secondary stats. Its description reads, "A blade that brings ruin and chaos, destined to unleash hell itself." Jehun is stunned. An S-rank item from the first reward box? He wonders who summoned him to this world, suspecting their intent. With his current power, it seems they want him to obliterate the human faction. He thrusts the Hellbringer into the ground, unleashing a devastating shockwave that cracks the earth and sends dust billowing like a storm. Jehun, caught in the chaos, is swept into the air, cursing internally. What kind of palace collapses under a single weapon's weight? As he plummets toward the ground, Jehun screams, "I haven't even done anything yet. I can't end like this." Just before impact, his body suddenly floats midair. Panicked, he looks down, then up, to see Rizzle Drake flapping its tiny ears like wings, gripping him tightly to keep him aloft. Overwhelmed, Jehun gazes at the baby dragon with gratitude. Below, the crowd murmurs, "Look, a dragon! Someone's flying." Cold sweat beads on Jehun's forehead. That was close. Starting like this in enemy territory is absurd. But the incident clarifies the power gap between him and the kingdom. For now, only Eris, an S-rank Zodiac Knight, poses a threat, but more S-rank Knights will likely appear. Jehun realizes he must build his forces. With Rizzle Drake by his side, Jehun sets his priority, escape the kingdom. Meanwhile, Eris, trembling with rage, points his sword at the air, vowing, "How can I call myself an elite knight if I let those who dishonor his majesty escape?" He roars, "I'm a foolish, despicable failure. If I can't repay his majesty's grace, I'm worthless." A servant cautiously calls, "Eris." Tears stream down Eris's face as he laments, "I should have been swept away by the sea long ago." The servant announces, "His majesty summons you." Eris drops to his knees before Bisjordia III, pleading, "Forgive me, your majesty, for letting the traitor escape." "Punish me." Bis, exuding authority from his throne, replies, "Enough, Eris. The sun is setting. You know what that means, don't you?" Eris glances into the distance. The monsters grow stronger at night. Bis commands, "I grant you authority to lead this battle. Defend the walls and protect the kingdom." Eris responds without hesitation, "Yes, your majesty." Bis falls silent, his expression heavy. High above, Jehun and Rizzle Drake hover. He reflects on Knight's defense, a game that promised a 1 billion reward but was abandoned for its brutal difficulty. The first stage, Wild Goblin Assault, was notoriously unbalanced, nearly impossible without an S-rank knight with area of effect skills. With Eris's fire-based abilities, the kingdom's walls are unlikely to fall in the first wave. Jehun muses, "If an S-rank assassin knight had appeared instead of Eris, I might have." His thoughts are interrupted as he notices they're descending. Panicking, he shouts, "Wait, we're almost out of the kingdom." He pleads weakly, "Just a bit more." But his body hurtles downward, crashing into a towering wall. Dust clouds rise as Jehun groans, pushing himself up. "Ouch, but I hit a wall and I'm fine? This isn't a normal human body anymore." A cold voice cuts through the air. That's an odd outfit. Who are you? Jehun startles, looking up to see Lila, an S-rank holy knight. Her presence radiates overwhelming pressure. State your identity, she demands. Jehun recalls why he cleared level 100 when no one else could. Lila, despite being S-rank, has weaker defensive capabilities than even B-rank knights, making her ideal for dungeon grinding or exploration, not wall defense. Known as the Abandoned Knight, Lila was key to his strategy, tied to the sacred dragon's soul. Now, as enemies, she's his first obstacle. Lila steps closer, pointing her sword at him. Speak. Jehun, unfazed, calls her by name. She frowns, confused. How do you know me? He admits boldly. I know you well. I lost hundreds of times before realizing your true value. Impatient, she snaps. Value? What do you mean? Lila was once central to Jehun's plans, but now, as a foe, he must eliminate her first. As the sky darkens, a monster's roar echoes. A knight draws an arrow, shouting, They're here. Goblins charge like a storm and commands ring out. Fire arrows. Drop stones. Stop them from climbing the walls. Chaos erupts. A trembling soldier asks, Can we hold them off? Another yells, Where's the commander? A messenger rushes in. Sir Eris is on his way. Hope flickers in their eyes. If it's Sir Eris. Lila, still suspicious, demands, Answer me. Who are you and where are you from? Her voice is steady, unyielding. This is a battlefield. If you don't answer, I'll decide your fate myself. Jehun considers attacking her to neutralize the threat, but defeating an S-rank knight like Lila in direct combat is impossible. He shifts his hand subtly, deciding retreat is the best option. Feigning confusion, he says, I'm just a citizen from District 1, here to help with the battle, but I got lost. Rizzle Drake suddenly leaps up, roaring. Lila's eyes snap to it. A monster? In the palace. She presses. Was that explosion you're doing? Jehun purses his lips, thinking, why now? If she suspects him as an accomplice, escape is impossible. Flying away on Rizzle Drake won't work either. Lila lacks ranged attacks, but catching him mid-flight would be easy. To his surprise, Lila sheaths her sword. I understand now. Jehun blinks. Really? She continues. I misunderstood. You're, pointing her sword at Rizzle Drake, she declares, an innocent civilian pursued by the monster that attacked the palace. Jehun, stunned, repeats, really? Lila softens. Rest. I'll protect you. Rizzle Drake tilts its head innocently, its sparkling eyes fixed on her. Lila's cheeks flush. Jehun grimaces internally. So this is your true personality, Lila? A loud explosion interrupts from above. Lyle, another knight, spins around. Another blast. Jehun seizes the moment, signaling Rizzle Drake. They flee as a soldier shouts, Careful. You trying to blow up the walls? Another apologizes, flustered. Lila, confused, mutters, That fire. Where'd he go? A soldier rushes to her. Lady Lila, you're here. At the city gate, relentless pounding shakes the walls. Soldiers freeze, eyes wide with fear, as cracks spiderweb across the gate. Lila approaches, commanding, Lower your bows and prepare for close combat. The soldiers panic, shouting, Lady Lila. From above, cries ring out. Defend the gate. Outside, a massive goblin wields a spiked club, smashing the gate relentlessly. Soldiers tremble, barely gripping their swords. The club pierces the gate, and Lila raises her sword, ready to strike. Goblins flood in, roaring wildly. Under Lila's command, the soldiers charge. Suddenly, Eris arrives, freezing at the sight. The gate's been breached? Enraged, he bellows, Useless fools. His firewall engulfs the goblins, who writhe in agony. Smirking, Eris taunts, Dance, you pathetic monsters, until I'm satisfied. Jehun, observing from a distance, notes the shifting tide. He's the only one to clear all 100 levels, but now his goal is reversed. Destroy the human faction across 100 stages. Gently patting Rizzle Drake, he whispers, If I can return to that time, nothing's impossible. Raindrops fall on the dragon's face, and Jehun holds it tightly, resolve hardening. Just a little longer. Below, soldiers cheer. We've won. Jehun schemes silently. That will be your end. Suddenly, a sinister shadow looms behind him. Jehun gazes at the distant castle, murmuring, That's where I started. He turns, realizing, But now I'm here, with the monster faction. This path doesn't exist in Knight's defense. Having replayed the game hundreds of times to survive its 100 stages, Jehun knows the kingdom's strategies inside out. But this is no longer the kingdom's game. From now on, he starts from scratch. A sudden realization hits him. Wait, did I forget something important? He looks down to see Rizzle Drake at his side. Before he can react, the baby dragon silently darts away. Jehun's eyes widen in shock. Peering at the ground, he spots a massive ant shielding smaller ones, trembling in fear. A faint smile crosses his lips. Its actions remind me of Dudu. The thought pulls him into a moment of reflection, but he snaps back, wondering, what do I do now? The system screen flashes, and Jehun turns to it. I get it, a new quest. The main quest appears. Establish the monster faction, gather monsters and build your forces. Reward random skill. Frowning, Jehun thinks. So I need to recruit monsters one by one to form an army? In the early game, monsters like goblins or rabbits typically appear at this stage. He scans the quiet forest, its dense trees swaying gently. Why aren't there any goblins or even rabbits around? And if I find them, how do I communicate with them? I'd need to understand their language to recruit them. Suddenly, a dark shadow streaks across the ground, charging straight at Jehun. A piercing cry cuts through his thoughts. Die, human! A black aura surges toward him. In an instant, the shadow halts, its feet skidding across the grass, leaving a bald patch in the lush greenery. Jehun opens his eyes, heart pounding, to find a clawed hand at his throat. He swallows hard. What? The figure pauses, and Jehun's eyes widen. Before him stands a beastkin with long, flowing hair and fox-like ears. Cautiously, he asks, Are you a beastkin? A rabbit? The figure Dia explodes with anger. A rabbit? Do I look cute like one? She points at her twitching ears. If not, I'm more like a fox. Jehun retorts. I never said you were cute. Dia screams, You did. I heard it with both ears. Look at them. Jehun thinks to himself, a white fox. Snow fox, maybe? Dia leans closer, sniffing him intensely. Jehun, flustered, asks, What are you doing? She frowns, puzzled. You look human, but you smell like a monster. The system interrupts. 2 passive skills permanently activated. Monster communication allows you to communicate with monsters. Monster affinity instinctively attracts goodwill from monsters. Jehun turns aside, muttering, So that's why I can understand them. Dia glares, confused. Talking to yourself again? She points a claw at him, demanding, What are you? Jehun stammers, Well, I was just. Before he can finish, an arrow whizzes past his face, blood splattering. A bald man laughs triumphantly. Bullseye. Got him. Jehun looks up to see a group outside the kingdom. Bandits, perhaps. Dia grits her teeth, clutching a wound. I knew it, you're human. You set this trap. She glares, accusing. Why are you hunting us? What do you want? Jehun protests. No, wait, it's a misunderstanding. A burly man interrupts. Enough whispering. He slams a rope into the ground and viciously strikes Diameter. What are you freaks doing? He yanks the rope, dragging her toward him. Jehun watches in horror as the man punches her. Unfazed, the burly man grins sadistically. Suddenly, his expression shifts. His fist grazes Dia's face, and she seizes the moment, delivering a powerful kick that flips him onto the ground. The bald man clenches his teeth, while another bandit remains eerily calm. Jehun, stunned, thinks she's so small but took him down with one kick? The bald man advances, furious. You filthy hybrid, daring to kick a human? He brutally strikes Dia, snarling. Shut up and stay tied. He curses. You're making this harder than it needs to be. Jehun's heart churns. Something's wrong. Hunting monsters like this? He clenches his fists. She's just a monster, so why? A long-haired bandit approaches Jehun, asking, You okay, friend? His tone is calm, but his eyes are cold. That was close. This area's crawling with beastkin, dangerous stuff. Curious, he adds. What are you doing out here alone? Jehun hesitates. Well, Dia mutters incomprehensible words like a chant. The bald man brandishes a club, roaring. Still not listening, monster? He raises it to strike. Jehun nearly rushes to intervene, but the long-haired man cuts in. Enough, you'll kill her. The bald man stops, mumbling. Sorry, lost my temper again. He grins sheepishly. My guys can be hot-headed, but... Suddenly, the long-haired man leans close, his smile turning sinister. You were talking to that monster, weren't you? Before Jehun can react, a dagger plunges into his stomach. The man releases it casually. People like you, if we'd known sooner, this would have been easier. He tosses the dagger to the ground. Jehun clutches the wound, wincing in agony. What do you mean? Sweat pours down his face as his body burns. The man smirks. Relax, I avoided vital spots. Jehun coughs up blood. Satisfied, the man continues. You'll die in 12 hours. He holds up a vial. Here's the antidote. Wanna live? Lead us to their den. The bandits turn to Jia, demanding. Where's your pack? The long-haired man presses. The fox den, where is it? Jehun, dazed, repeats. Fox den? Nearby, Rizzle Drake hides behind a tree, watching silently. Jehun's voice trembles, his breathing ragged as pain sears through his stab wound. What's this fox den you're talking about? The long-haired bandit replies casually. Just a name we use. It's the village where Beastkin live. Help us find it and you'll live. Jehun frowns, confused. Why the village? Jia, her voice weak but resolute, interrupts. If you lead them there, you'll endanger everyone. She suddenly opens her mouth, baring her teeth as if to bite her tongue. Jehun freezes, realizing she's attempting suicide to protect her village. The burly bandit swiftly grabs her jaw, snarling. You again! He curses. No wonder they call you savage monsters. The long-haired bandit sighs. Every beastkin we capture dies within a day. How are we supposed to find their den? He punches Jia's stomach mercilessly, and she coughs up blood. His cold gaze fixes on her. They don't value their lives. He orders his men, search the area for more of her kind. Foxes are clever. They sense danger even if they don't understand it. As the group disperses, the long-haired bandit turns to Jehun. Now lead us to their den. We'll quietly take what we need and leave. He adds with a smirk, so relax. Jehun grits his teeth, seething. Relax. The bandit's fake smile widens. Our boss lost some items. Once we recover them, you and the beast can live. A memory flashes, a bully promising. Just this once, I swear it's the last time. I'll pay you back next week. Another voice chimes in. Don't pick on Jehun. The bully, confused, asks, why not? She replies eagerly, he's lending me money. Jehun realizes, as long as I'm useful, they won't kill me. Stepping toward the long-haired bandit, he thinks, I can't die here. He says calmly, I'll lead you to the village. No one will get hurt. The burly bandit laughs mockingly. He's actually talking to a monster, like the boss said. Dia whispers shakily, you don't feel like other humans. Maybe we've been too wary of humans, but over 100 beastkin live in that village. She looks into Jehun's eyes. Can I trust you? Caught off guard, Jehun hesitates, then averts his gaze. I'm not with the humans. His voice wavers. You can trust me. They're the bad ones. His eyes dart behind the bandit, spotting Rizzle Drake perched above the long-haired man's head. Surprised, Jehun mutters, Rizzle. The bandit frowns, impatient. Why'd you stop translating? Jehun stares at the dragon, stammering. I mean, the bandit snaps. What's with the stuttering? The bald bandit notices Rizzle Drake, shouting. A monster. When did that get here? Rizzle Drake opens its mouth, spitting a small red orb. The burly bandit yells, Boss, behind you. Dodge! Jehun glares forward, thinking too late. Sacred dragon breath. The long-haired bandit screams, Save me. Spare me. Rizzle Drake unleashes a red liquid, stunning the bandits. Jehun's face darkens, while the burly and bald bandits stand frozen. Rizzle Drake squeals in fear, and Jehun, pale, realizes the cooldown's not over. The grass around them ignites, leaving only ashes. The burly bandit gasps. The grass burned up, and it wasn't even full power. If that hit the boss. Amid the chaos, the long-haired bandit grabs his club, snarling, I haven't even married yet. He swings viciously at Rizzle Drake, yelling, Damn bird. Jehun's expression shifts as the tiny dragon skids across the ground, lying still, breathing weakly. The bandit growls, How dare you scar my precious head? The bald bandit chimes in. Boss, I've never seen this thing. We could sell it for a fortune. The long-haired bandit scoffs. I don't need it. Still fuming, he adds. How dare it ambush me? Watch them closely. I'll deal with this thing myself. He curses, filthy monster. Jehun clenches his teeth until they bleed. I'm kept alive just because I can talk to monsters? Even here, I'm being used. His father's voice, Kim Yoongu, echoes, You're useless now. Jehun's body trembles. I won't regret losing anything else. As the long-haired bandit raises his club to strike Rizzle Drake, Dia lunges to protect it. Jehun shouts, You useless scum. The system announces, passive skill permanently activated. Monster physique, surpasses human physical limits. Jehun charges, landing a powerful punch that sends the long-haired bandit flying. Dia gapes in shock, and the other bandits scream. Boss! They rush to his side. Dia glances at Jehun, bewildered. He's poisoned. How can he move like that? Jehun gently cradles Rizzle Drake's small body, his heart aching. You came to save me. The dragon smiles faintly, as if reassuring him. Jehun chuckles softly. You remind me of Dudu, always by my side, giving me strength, my only friend. Rizzle Drake blinks innocently. Jehun smiles with unwavering resolve. I'll protect you no matter what. The bald bandit roars. You bastard. Furious, he demands. Do you know who our boss is? If he finds out, we're dead. Jehun looks up, his expression cold and unyielding. Intimidated by his chilling gaze, the bandits turn and flee into the forest, shouting, You'll pay for this. Moments later, Rizzle Drake regains its strength, letting out a joyful squeal. Jehun, however, collapses like a felled tree, his face hitting the ground. Dia stares, her heart wavering. Rizzle Drake frantically circles Jehun, who struggles to open his eyes, breathing weakly. Will I die like this? Here. As his vision blurs, Rizzle Drake nudges him desperately. A memory floods back. Jehun at his mother's bedside, clutching her hand in despair. Mom, that bastard. He grips his pants, teeth clenched in rage. He didn't even show up. Snapping back to reality, Jehun jolts awake, disoriented. Where am I? Dia speaks up. Don't move. Confused, Jehun asks, Why did you save me? Without answering, Dia carries him into a cave, navigating jagged stone walls. A voice echoes, Dia's back, and she brought a human. 3 pairs of rabbit ears pop up in the dim light. A young beastkin whispers, he's human, but something's off about him. Another agrees, yeah, he feels different. They peer at Jehun through a window-like opening. The poison's probably gone. Wonder when he'll wake up? Jehun, already awake, purses his lips awkwardly. I've been awake, but with them staring. How can I do anything? Dia claps her hands sharply. Give him some space to rest. She scolds. If you keep talking so loudly, our guest won't feel comfortable. A curious beastkin asks, Dia, did he really save you? She cuts them off. Enough, we'll talk later. Jehun glances cautiously at Dia as she appears behind him. You're awake, she says, her tone shy. Sorry, it's their first time seeing a human who looks human. She teases, but doesn't smell like one. Jehun scratches his head, chuckling awkwardly. You make me sound so vague. Inspecting himself, he realizes the poison's gone. Dia explains, you're lucky. The village had an antidote. Jehun, stunned, repeats, how? Her earlier plea echoes in his mind. If you lead them to the village, everyone's in danger. He recalls her attempt to bite her tongue. Back in the present, Jehun asks, You were so wary of me. Why save me? Dia interrupts. I told you, it's because you're human. After a pause, she adds casually, But you don't smell human. Jehun, incredulous, asks, That's it? Dia's expression softens. I saw you protect that weak creature. Jehun grows wary. Bringing me to the village, giving me the antidote. Must be the monster affinity skill. Dia notices his muttering. What are you mumbling about? She groans. I just saved you, and you're still so annoying. Rizzle Drake stirs, waking up. Jehun's tone shifts to gratitude. Thank you. Seeing him bow, Dia steps closer, flustered. No need for that. I mean, you saved me too, so we're even. She adds, but if you're really grateful. Jehun's eyes flick to the side as Rizzle Drake barrels toward him, tackling him playfully. He laughs. That tickles. Dia turns, introducing herself formally. We haven't exchanged names, have we? Since fate brought us together, I'm Dia Lindrian Pity Celiot. A rabbit beastkin bursts through the door, interrupting. Dia, the chief wants you to bring the guest. Outside, the sky is an impossibly vibrant blue. Jehun looks around, curious. This is the beastkin village? Dia nods. It was built by rabbit beastkin, but now displaced beastkin from other villages live here too together. Another beastkin asks, Dia, how's your leg? She smiles, better thanks. A whisper follows, she seems a bit sad. A horned beastkin approaches. Dia, you went to that forest with humans again. She replies flatly, Yeah, I'll be more careful. Jehun walks away, tilting his head toward her. Everyone here really cares about you. Dia's response is curt. Yeah. Sensing something off, Jehun asks, Are you okay? You seem down. Dia lowers her head, admitting, You're right. Suddenly, she leans in, glaring. What's your name? I'm asking your name. Pouting, she crosses her arms. Jehun, quick to respond, says, I'm Jehun. Kim Jehun. Weird name, huh? Dia's tone brightens. Not weird at all. She spins happily. The rabbit beastkin checks on her leg again, and Dia reassures. It's healed much better now. Jehun mutters. Dia Lindrian pity Celiot. What a name. He glances at her, puzzled by her sudden cheer. Guess she really wanted to share names. His thoughts drift to the main quest. Establish the monster faction. Gather monsters and build your forces. Reward random skill. The monster faction. Dia's voice cuts through. Hey, what are you doing? Let's go meet the chief. Jehun blinks. Huh. Oh, right. Annoyed, he thinks, she keeps calling me hey after asking my name? Dia urges, hurry up. Jehun follows, grumbling, gather monsters and build a faction. Can I really do this? The village chief, an elderly beastkin, smiles warmly. From now on, this village depends on you. Jehun and Dia share a stunned look. Dia protests, wait chief, why him? The chief walks away, unconcerned. I'm too old for this. Jehun stammers. But I know nothing about this village. Dia echoes, exactly. Chasing after the chief, she shouts. Just because of some dreams, you're entrusting the village to him? He just got here. The chief laughs heartily. My decision is final. Dia persists. Chief, reconsider. I don't agree. Jehun stands frozen, recalling the chief's earlier words. I have strange dreams that often come true. You will protect our village. Only you. The system reiterates. Main quest. Establish the monster faction. Gather monsters and build your forces. Reward random skill. Jehun, still reeling, thinks this is tied to the quest. Protecting the village means something's coming, doesn't it? The long-haired bandit's words resurface. Our boss lost some items. Once we recover them, you and the beast can live. A jolt of realization hits Jehun. He calls out, Dia. She stops. What? Worried, he asks. No one followed you here, right? Dia pauses, thoughtful. Warren is hidden behind the stone mountains. No one's ever found it, because beyond them lies a vast ocean. No one dares cross the mountains, and there's no reason to. She adds, there's only one way to Warren without crossing the mountains. A tunnel dug by Rabbit Beastkin. Even if someone finds it, it's a complex maze. Finding the right path is impossible. She confirms, I didn't notice anything odd leaving the tunnel. Jehun relaxes slightly, but unease lingers. What's this feeling? Elsewhere, a trail of fresh blood stains the ground. The bald bandit grins wickedly. Before him lies the Beastkin village. Found it,